Hey friends! WebEx recently released a new utility or feature inside of WebEx called Breakout Sessions, and I want to talk about that a little bit today. Alright, so with Breakout Sessions in WebEx, that allows you to take kids and turn them into small groups, essentially inside of your WebEx meeting. So you can, in the middle of a meeting, while you're instructing, you can stop. You can send them off into separate rooms per se. You still have control and you can bounce into any of those rooms, but they can meet together and they can work on what they need to, and then you can define a time or you can click a button and they all come back into the main meeting. So it's a way to have some smaller sessions, group time. You can also use it for one-on-one meetings. At the elementary level, I would say you probably want to have another staff member or teacher that could join into each of the individual sessions if you break them into smaller groups. But really, you can use it for however you would like. Let's talk about how to use breakout sessions in WebEx, and you can decide how you want to use it from there. Okay, I've started a WebEx meeting here with multiple students in it, and we're going to want to break out into multiple rooms. In order to do that, we first want to make sure that Breakout Sessions is enabled in our WebEx client. So in the meeting up here in the top bar, there's now a Breakout tab. I'm going to click on that, and I can see I've already enabled Breakout Session. You'll want to make sure that you do that as well. Once you've enabled Breakout, down here at the bottom there's a button called Breakout Sessions. That's where you're going to do all your work and manage moving students into and out of breakout rooms. You can do this automatically or you can do it manually. If you do it automatically, it's going to randomly select participants to join in each of the sessions. If you wanted 3 breakout rooms, let's say, and you wanted the students just randomly, split in between those rooms, if you automatically set that and then you say you want 3 breakout sessions, in this case I don't have enough students that really makes sense, but if you had 30 kids in your class, you could hit create assignments and it will place the students into all those breakout rooms for you. You don't really have to do anything. In my case, I want to do it manually, and I would imagine that's probably what you're usually going to run into. And in this case, I'm going to just set up 2 breakout rooms, and I am going to click on create assignments. Alright, so on the left of this screen, you can see everyone that's in my meeting. On the right, you can see the breakout sessions that have been created for me. By default, it's just empty. Now, if you set automatic, it would have automatically populated all these breakout rooms, but we haven't done that yet. So I want to select who's going to move into each session. So I'm going to go to Breakout Session 1, and I could rename this if I wanted to, but I really just want to assign a couple kids in here. So I'm going to click on the Assign button, and I'm going to move Alex and Student Test into Breakout Session number 1. And then I'm going to click on Breakout Session number 2 and do the same thing. The only student I have left here is Emma, so I'm going to put her into Breakout Session number 2. I can see everyone that's going to go into each of these. I could create another session here if I want to. If 2 wasn't enough for me, I could create a 3rd. Again, I can rename these so that it makes sense for me while I'm teaching, and we can go from there. So that really is the bulk of setting everything up. Now that I've done that, I want to go ahead and start my sessions, but first I want to show you something real quick. I'm going to close, and I'm still just in my meeting. If I come back into breakouts, you'll see that these settings are kept. So what that means is you can configure your breakouts long before you actually start your class. You can go in here and define all those students once they're in and get these breakouts set up while maybe they're working on something else. When you're ready to start your breakouts, you can come back in here and start that up. So I've got it configured. I'm doing everything that I want to here. I'm going to start breakout sessions. Okay, now I'm going to come over to a Chromebook. I want you to see the student side of this. They're all going to get a pop-up that says breakout sessions have started. You've been assigned to a breakout session room. Join later or join now. You're going to want them to all join now. So here on this student Chromebook, I've logged in as one of the students. I'm going to click on join now, and that will move me into that breakout room. On all of our other student machines, we're doing the same thing. So all of our students are joining into their breakout sessions. If I come back over to my view as a teacher, I'm going to see it here on my participant list. It's moved from just the main meeting to now I see all of my students in these different breakout sessions. So they're all talking with each other. They're doing their thing. I can join and unjoin any of these at any point in time. So I want to join into breakout session number 1, and I can see Alex and student test are both in here. I click the join button. I am now in their meeting with them. I'm in their little breakout room, and I can see how long they've been in breakout together. I can talk to them, do anything that I would normally do. I can share my screen, I can do all those other kind of things. When I'm done talking with them, I can come back up to breakout at the top and leave that breakout session. So I'm returning to the main meeting. If I want to go join the other session, right now just poor Emma is here by herself, but she's in a breakout room. So now I'm going to talk with her, do everything that I want to. And when I'm done talking in that breakout, I can leave that, move back into the main meeting. Okay, one last feature I want to show you guys, how to broadcast a message to all these kiddos that are in their breakout rooms. So I as a teacher can't be in every room all at the same time, but I can broadcast a message. So if I come up here to breakout and I say broadcast message, I can type in a message. Let's say I want to say only 5 minutes left and send that out to everyone. That goes out to all of the sessions. On the other screen, they get a broadcast pop-up. They have to accept that before they can continue on with their meeting because it blocks their screen. Okay, now the breakout time is done, right? I need everybody to come back. So I can come up here to breakout again, and I can end all breakout sessions. And I'm going to click end. That forces everyone to come back to the main meeting. Now you'll notice it does not happen immediately. At the top you see all breakout sessions will close in, and it's a 1-minute timer. So you need to plan ahead just a touch here to get everybody back together. You need to think a minute in advance. For the students, they all get a pop-up that says breakout sessions are closing, and then they get the same countdown timer. They can click OK. That's just going to clear the message. They can finish talking. Maybe they need to wrap up whatever they were working on. Once that timer counts all the way down, those students are going to join back into our main meeting. The breakout sessions will all be closed. We'll be able to continue on with class just as we would have expected. Okay, and our breakouts have closed. Everyone has joined right back into the meeting. We are good to continue on with class, and then you move on with WebEx just like you normally would. All right, that's today's session on Breakout Rooms. I hope this was helpful for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave me some comments. Like these videos, and if there's anything else that you'd like to hear more about, give me a shout. I'd love to hear about it. Have a great day.